Inferno Festival TV, and I'm your host, Jasmin. Why do I even introduce myself anymore? I'm standing here with some really, really super idols of mine. Autopsy. Thanks so much for doing the interview. I'm like still shaking in my boots. It's like ridiculous. Well, thank you for coming to Norway for Inferno Festival.
We're happy to be here.
Yeah, it's awesome to be here. It's our pleasure. We love standing here with you, so nothing to be nervous about.
Thank you.
It's all going to be good.
Yeah.
No, but you don't get it. This is like a really big deal. You have.
We've been over in the last couple of years. We've been
right.
We did the Hold the Sky Festival in Norway 2 years ago.
Okay, that was
We did have that 15-year gap, but
yes,
we've done a few things since then now. So
yeah.
Such as what? Write a cookbook. He actually Chris actually contributed a recipe to a cookbook. Tell us about that. You actually cook.
A little bit. It's actually okay. Big confession. It's a stolen recipe.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
that's okay.
That was my wife's recipe. She refused to take credit, so she made me take credit for it, and there we go.
What was the recipe though?
It's for these like jalapeno popper things with like bacon wrapped around them.
Can't go wrong with bacon. Yeah.
Jalapeno peppers,
Can't go wrong.
cream cheese. What else do you want?
Food.
Whiskey.
Yeah, whiskey would be perfect at this point. So you guys had such a long gap, and you came back stronger than ever with Macabre Turtle.
That's the one.
Yeah, it's really an awesome album. I actually got a download from someone, believe it or not.
It's okay, won't hold that against
Okay,
you.
no. But the thing is, I was going to go out and buy it, which I still do. But what label are you guys on right now? Because someone was saying Peaceful, and I'm like, no, it's not Peaceful anymore. It's something else you guys
It's
are
still
doing.
peaceful.
Yeah, it is.
Peaceful.
Yeah,
Okay.
24 years later.
All right, so I
believe it or not.
lost a bet. Okay.
We did a couple things. We did release on Nuclear War Now records. So there's that, and then Necroharmonic. That was sort of like in between Peaceville, and then we're still on Peaceville though.
Okay.
All these years later.
I know, it's been a good relationship.
Yeah,
So tell me,
indeed.
what was it like not being apart from each other for so long, then coming back really strong with an album such as this? Because it's actually, I mean, it came out really well. Like, you wouldn't think you guys were apart for so long.
We had a want to do it. That was the main thing. We didn't even really mean to write an album. We agreed to do it. Well, it was supposed to be one show, and then it turned into 3. And we just started thinking of ideas for songs. You know, like we couldn't stop. Like, okay, I got a song. I got another song. No shit. Everyone's got songs out. And next thing you know, we did an album, an EP, then another EP, and then we're gonna do another album now. So
We haven't stopped writing.
yeah, we're
It
just
just
like
keeps coming and
going
coming.
nuts here. So,
Yeah, so it's just what we do. We're not trying to do anything different. So the songs come out how they do, and we're just fortunate that people like them. So.
yeah, that's nice.
It was kind of a surprise to us to put Autopsy back together because we didn't really have any intention of doing that. But as we started to play together again, it was just sort of a natural happenstance. So there was no real master plan. Just
I said no.
here
for
we
many
are.
years.
Yeah,
Felt good,
yeah.
a lot of energy,
Yeah.
and we just, Jared saying, we just kept writing material, and
One thing led to another.
Plus, we felt we had more to do before we ended up looking like this.
I know.
Yeah.
That's going to be for a long time. You know, come on, people in metal never die. Like, I mean, when you keep going like this, some people have. We lost some really good friends this year, but still, we just keep going and going. Look at Mick Jagger.
yeah.
Look
Yeah.
at Ozzy, for
Look
example.
at Keith Richards.
Oh
these
my
people
God.
that
Really, what the
shouldn't
fuck is
even be
that?
alive.
Lemmy, still going.
Yeah, Lemmy.
Still
there you
kicking
go.
ass.
Lemmy?
Yeah.
I wonder what his liver looks like. So what are the plans? You guys are doing this now. You have some more shows coming up. Tell us a little bit about this with the whole touring schedule.
Well,
Is this going to be full time?
No, we don't tour anymore, really. We just like to play festivals here and there. It's too hard. We got too much going on at home. So we like to play a show here and there and come back. So we're doing this show here in front, and we're going to play Gold Fest tomorrow in London.
We're doing little chunks of shows though.
Little
'Cause then
chunks.
we're doing New York and Chicago back to back, and then Maryland Death Fest again, and we're gonna go up to Portland, Oregon, and I guess we're playing Brazil too in
Of
September.
course, Brazil!
So.
Yay!
Yeah, 2 shows there. So we've never been there. That's exciting. That's gonna be nuts, I think.
And a new album.
Yeah, a new
Should
album,
be recorded
so-
by the end of the year. I don't think it'll be out, but yeah, hopefully we'll have a new album recorded.
Well, we have a new one out right now. It's called All Tomorrow's Funerals.
Okay.
And it's this right here.
There you go.
So it's
This
All
is the
Tomorrow's
cover.
Funeral. So
Right.
it's the cover for the new Autopsy album on
Yeah.
Peaceful.
It's on Peaceful. Basically, it's all our EPs and rarity tracks that aren't available anymore. So we put them all together so people could get them again, and we record new songs for it just to spice it up a little bit, entice people to get it. So It's some brutal new art, and all the old art's included in it too. All the covers and
Some very attractive pictures of us.
very
too.
attractive pictures.
We are an
of us.
attractive man.
Do you have a mullet or something? Which is complete child abuse, by the way. Well, in my book. This is gonna be. Who are you playing with in New York? Are you guys doing BB Kings? Are you playing with like Suffocation or someone? What's
We're
going
playing in New York. It's called the Bell House,
Bell
right?
House.
on? Okay.
And I think it's actually in Brooklyn.
It's in
Okay,
Brooklyn.
cool.
Yeah. And
That's where Justin
then,
Ellerborough is.
Yuna Burham's playing.
yeah, God, I can't remember who else is playing right now. It's terrible, but it's gonna be fucking great, anyways. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, Funerarian's playing. Can't go wrong.
And who are some of your other favorite bands from your area?
Our area? There's,
Not many from our area.
yeah, I mean, there's a few bands that are good, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's mostly bands that are like really underground, that are like friends of ours and stuff for the most part.
There's like old bands that we've known forever, and there's like a lot of young new guys.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a lot of thrash right now. There's a lot of thrash metal. It's not a lot of death metal.
Yeah.
But one band I can think of is Skullx.
Yeah, Skullx.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're
Awesome.
good, yeah.
So it's good.
And who don't you guys like to tour with? Like, I have this dream of seeing you guys play with Suffocation, Cannibal Corpse, and Destruction, which would be an awesome
Pretty
tour. That'd be
great,
the best
yeah.
thing in the world.
I love that.
Pretty bad.
There's lots of bands we'd love to tour with. Tour.
That'd be a long list.
That'd be a
Like
long
bands
list.
that are friends of ours that we like Oakville or
Yeah.
Fix, Cannibal, and God, this list is on and on. Montazo, Lizard, like a metal palooza.
Yeah,
There's
for
like,
real.
I can think of a lot of people that'd be really fun to hang around with. We've been playing with a lot of fun bands in the last couple of years.
It's been pretty
I
insane.
can't think of one crappy band or band that we've had a problem with.
No, we just
A lot of drinking. People drink.
Yeah, we don't promote drinking here.
No,
of
we
course
don't
not.
speak of that.
Never. Not whiskey even.
No, certainly not. Definitely whiskey.
Yes. Now, what do you guys do when you're not doing a show or writing in the studio? Like, what do you do normally? Besides eat and drink and maybe like look at a movie?
Basically, work and paying the bills is the other side of it. So, my family and, all the time involved in supporting all that. So, between that and the band, it's pretty cool schedule.
Yeah, they are.
Metal.
Cooler than guys.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Get wasted every day, sit around and, live in the sewers and
Rats and
Yeah,
maggots
right.
out of dead people, because that's what people want to hear. If we tell them like our
Yes.
regular daily shit, they'll be deeply disappointed. Like, really?
Yeah,
Not
what-
you're fucking totally brutal 24 hours a day.
I work in a morgue and I clean the toenails from
I
the
hate the
cadavers,
people.
and I've got a collection of dead toenails that I'm building into a beautiful Venus de Milo. And
We huff dead body parts.
See, I like this. This is what I want to hear. Where did you guys come up with the name Autopsy? Like, all the different names.
The really nice thing about your logo is it's actually legible. Like, you get some bands on these death metal festivals.
You can't read it.
I can't fucking read it. It's not in any language. It's not in English, not in Portuguese or German. It's like, what is this shit? How did you come up with this? With
So, you want
Autopsy?
to tell the story?
Yeah, that's
It's actually a pretty cool story.
I'm sure it is.
A long time ago in the 80s, I was in kind of a punk band called Bloodbath from San Francisco, Oakland area. And our the show didn't go through, and unfortunately, we had a crazy roadie. We were on drugs back in those days, and our manager was murdered by our roadie. Not a cool thing to happen, and it was in the newspaper, and I had yet to know Chris or Eric.
Yeah, we met you.
And they were hanging out in Antioch, and I guess they were looking at a newspaper, which I'm sure they didn't do often.
You always say
And,
that. It just throws that in.
And I just don't see you guys fucking reading the daily news.
It was meant to happen.
But they that day they did, and then sure enough, they're talking about the murder of this guy named Tony, and they mentioned his autopsy, and for some reason that word stuck out to these guys, so they decided that was the moniker of their band, and then little did
we
they
met you
know,
when we told you about it.
sooner or
Like,
later
wow.
I showed up in the scene and joined the band, and found out they got the name through a band that I was in, so it's a pretty cool little connection. Tragic, but there you go.
Interesting. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah,
where
it's
Autopsy
weird.
came
I don't know
from.
how many bands come up with
A real
names like that.
autopsy, yeah. So
Yeah,
So we were connected before we were connected.
We have nothing to do with any of it except coming up with a cool band name.
Well, I used to
So it
mess
was
with
meant
Dead
to be.
Bodies before.
It was
I actually
meant
to
told
be.
you
Oh,
the
really?
word very
Oh,
briefly.
wow.
I got fired though, it's a long story. You don't want to know. But, I mean, you guys have been around for such a long time, and the state of the music business has changed so much, like with downloading and all the digital stuff. Where do you, I mean, how do you think it's even possible to make money in this business anymore? And where do you see the future of this in about 2-3 years from now?
I think it's hard to make money with all the internet, downloading. But I think one way you can is to make it enticing for them to want to buy it, make the packaging good somehow, make the artwork good, include something in it that they're going to want. And it's still hard because people just want the songs, they're going to download.
I think the death metal fans are more likely want the actual
collector,
item,
yeah, I
with
think
the
so, too.
notes and stuff like
Yeah.
that, so. But definitely you can't fight it, you can't win, so you kind of got to figure out how to use it to your advantage. So
It makes you work
we have our
harder
own
to stand
Autopsy
out and make
Facebook
people
site
wanna
now,
get your
and,
shit.
so.
Yeah,
You're getting there with
so
those.
I'm really happy Vinyl's back too,
Yes.
and making a big comeback because that's where it's at for I think for death metal and what we always enjoyed about collecting records and stuff. Not
Crazy
just death metal,
packaging.
but just all the packaging.
Sound quality,
Yeah,
perhaps.
artwork was always just killer, and it went with the music, which is something we tried to do too. Is attach the artwork to what their listening experience might be too. So
When I was a kid, like I would get an album and you put on the record and you would study the whole album, the
Stare
pictures,
at
the
it
liner
for
notes.
5 minutes.
So it was a whole package. It wasn't just like the sound, but you had the image, the further spark your dream to, do whatever it is you're doing. But so there's a lot of people out there still that I think enjoy having the actual.
People that are actual music fans
Yeah.
are more likely
Yeah.
to buy it instead of just gets lost in their iPod or the
Yeah, I don't like
thousands of other songs,
sure.
So
Yeah.
they have no idea what they
Big
have in
solar
there.
storm, all gone. There you go. You got nothing.
that.
If you're doing this
Vinyl.
to make money, though, you're going to be disappointed.
Hear
Because
that?
you're not going to make a ton of money doing death metal, most likely.
You gotta be nuts and love.
You gotta love what you're doing. You gotta love the music. Otherwise, forget it. You're not gonna make millions of dollars playing death metal.
Or just tour constantly to fucking make ends meet, and that would just kill us in all sorts of ways.
You gotta like drinking, smoking,
Partying. Meeting crazy people and hanging out.
Hanging out,
with all
yeah.
kinds of people.
That's right.
not be offended easily.
No one gets
Or
offended
at
here.
all.
But I think this is really cool. You guys came out with this, so it's all tomorrow's funeral with Autopsy, and you're gonna see some really cool stuff in there. I know it's gonna have like all the artwork, which is gonna be super cool.
All the
Frame
covers.
it, and make sure you guys definitely support Autopsy. If you want to go on Facebook, it's www.facebook.com/autopsy.
Autopsy official.
Autopsy official.
Yeah.
Not that website. Not what you just said. That's what it is. It's Autopsy Official.
Facebook is Autopsy official, and there's the autopsydeathmetal.com website.
Right.
Yeah,
You're welcome to check it out.
Yeah, www.com. Bleh.
AutopsyDeathMetal.com.
www.autopsydeathmetal.com.
I think she's got it.
Yes.
Yes, God
Yeah,
damn
that's
it.
the one. That's the one.
And you guys, yes, go on, damn it, she's got it. Do you guys have any messages for your fans out there? Because I know you have loads of fans.
Buy the new album. You won't be disappointed.
Yes?
Thank you from the bottom of our bowels to the tops of our heads.
Unrelenting, undiluted death metal. Count on it.
Yeah.
Keep it brutal. Keep it sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, just pick up the album. It's going to be so fucking cool. I can't wait to see them play. Yay! All right. Okay, see you guys later. Bye. Thanks. This is going to be so cool.
That was fun.